Yes, yes.
Steps are not advisable. Steps are not advisable.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। हे परमेश्वर, संसार में सभी मनुष्य सुखी और रोगमुक्त रहें, सबका कल्याण हो, कोई भी दुखी ना हो।
Vande
Sarojini Naidu once said, and I quote, "And your love shall offer memorial thanks to the comrades who fought in your dauntless ranks, and you honor the deeds of the deathless ones. Remember the blood of thy martyred sons." Good morning, everyone. Today, we have gathered here to acknowledge our privilege of having been born in a free India and celebrate the 75th Independence Day of our glorious nation. We are lucky to not be aware of the pangs of anguish of being enslaved under a colonial rule. Those difficult times and struggles must not be allowed to fade away from our memories. Hence, on every Independence Day, we not only celebrate our freedom, but also pay tribute to the ones who fought for it, to the ones who held a vision for our country, and to the ones who sacrificed themselves, giving birth to the largest democracy the world has ever seen. The idea of being an independent nation, where sovereign power lies with us to determine our future, places a huge responsibility on our shoulders. All through these years, our country has been through several ups and downs. We have seen the very foundations of our motherland be shaken by its people, and the very spirit of India be questioned. Today, with the COVID scenario, we find ourselves at a time where we may still come together and fix what has been broken. On the very day of our independence, Pandit Nehru introduced us to a tryst with destiny. He should be commended for his foresight, for the day appointed by destiny has come again, where we must regain consciousness and find ourselves awake to life and freedom. The time has come for us to unite, for our strength lies in unity. We cannot encourage communalism, for no nation can be great whose people are narrow in thought and action. We can no longer watch our women get hurt or our brothers be subjected to slavery and manual scavenging. To be proud of India, we must reclaim our place as its people. In a few moments, we will all sing the national anthem, and I think I can speak on behalf of all of us that the feeling of pride while singing it is unmatched. Our nation has been through bigger fears in the past, so we must find the will to change deep in our hearts. This Independence Day, let us take some time for introspection. Let us reclaim Jai Hind and Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Let us reclaim India from hatred and tyranny to fulfill what our founding fathers envisioned for us in 1947. Let us heal together as a nation, for a time like this comes but rarely in history, when the people of a nation can enjoy a second tryst with destiny. Jai Hind.
We end today a period of ill fortune, and India discovers herself again. The achievement we celebrate today is but a step, an opening of opportunity to the greater triumphs and achievements that await us. Are we brave enough and wise enough to grasp this opportunity and accept the challenges of the future? These words, spoken by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, our first Prime Minister, on the eve of our independence in 1947, reflected upon how the future of our country would be shaped. Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure and honor to wish you all a very happy 75th Independence Day. Today is the day we all remember how lucky and privileged we are to be born in a free India and celebrate its independence. Since our childhood days, August 15th fills us with the excitement of watching the unfurling of the tricolour flag, taking part in celebrations and listening to patriotic songs. On this day, we feel the special pride of being citizens of a free nation. But amidst all these celebrations, we must also take the opportunity to gratefully remember our freedom fighters and martyrs whose sacrifices have enabled us to live in an independent nation. Those difficult times and struggles must not be allowed to fade away from our memories. Hence, on this very day, we should not only celebrate our freedom, but also pay immense tribute to the relentless struggle and sacrifices of our countrymen who fought for our freedom, to the ones who held a vision for our country, and to the ones who sacrificed themselves for the same. Our great leader, Mahatma Gandhi, sought liberty not only from the foreign rule, but also from the ingenious social chains that had long enslaved our society. He guided his fellow Indians on a path of self-belief and a hope for a better future. Democracy has given us the right to live freely as proud citizens of our beautiful country, and we are fortunate enough to live in one, due to the vision and sacrifices of our freedom fighters. So, fellow Indians, let us all take an oath to be accountable Indians who will preach and practice our core values of honesty, peace, and cooperation with one another. Let us all take a pledge to stand by one another and protect the country's dignity from any external malicious forces. Let us inspire everyone to honor the country's past struggles. Let us redefine our country's glory and keep the spirit of justice and liberty flying high at all times. Jai Hind.
रागनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है।
सौ रागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है। ये प्यार का संगीत है,
ये शादी का गीत है, ये एकता का राग है। भारत अनोखा राग है। सौ रागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है। अनोखा राग है। भारत के इस एक तारे पे गूंजी है जो जो रागिनी, सब मिल गई एक धुन बनी। इस देश की रीत एक है धड़कन एक ताल में।
सुर अंगिनत गीत एक है, ये देश सबका देश है।
सबका ऐसा राग है। सौ रागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है। भारत अनोखा राग है। रंगों में अनुराग है। सौ रागिनियों से सजा भारत अनोखा राग है। जय हिंद, जय जय हिंद, जय
COVID-19 pandemic is another wake-up call. Our destruction of nature is hurting our own survival. To prevent further outbreak, The illegal wildlife trade and destruction of habitats must stop. A healthy ecosystem helps us to protect from disease. We cannot go back to business as usual. We must work with nature, not against it. We must stop climate change. Failure to act is failing humanity. Stay safe, stay healthy.
I take this opportunity to wish each one of you a very happy Independence Day on behalf of the Lord Student Salam. On the 15th of August, every year, all over our great nation, Independence Day is celebrated with grandeur, fervor, and great enthusiasm. It is important to know why we celebrate this day. Yes, our country is privileged that it is independent and that we are free. Yes, on this day, our great nation, India, achieved independence. However, freedom means that we respect our nation's diversity, uphold its unity and the rule of law. Independence means that each one of us is an exemplar of a model citizen. And for each of us, the important thing is that we do the right thing, even when no one is looking. That is true independence. That is the meaning of freedom. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Today, I would like to share the story of Second Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal of the Pune Horse, who is an old boy of our school and also won the Patriotic Chapter in the 1971 war. On 16 December 1971, the squadron commander of B Squadron, the Pune Horse, asked for reinforcement as the Pakistani armor, which was superior in strength, counter-attacked at Jadpal in the Shakargarh sector. Upon hearing this transmission, Second Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal, who was an A Squadron, volunteered and moved along with his troops to assist the other squadron. En route, while crossing the Basanta River, Second Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal and his troops came under heavy fire from enemy strong points and RCL gun nests that were still holding up. Time was at a premium, and as a critical situation was developing in the B Squadron sector, Second Lieutenant Khetrapal threw caution to the winds and started attacking the impending enemy strong points by literally charging them, overrunning the defense works with his cannons and capturing enemy infantry and weapon crews at pistol point. A commander of his troop was killed in the battle. Second Lieutenant Arun Khetrapal continued to attack relentlessly until all enemy opposition was overcome and he broke through towards the B Squadron position. Just in time to see the enemy tanks pulling back after the initial thrown attack on his squadron. He was so carried away by the enthusiasm of battle and the impetus of his charge that he started chasing the withdrawing tanks and even managed to shoot and destroy one. Soon thereafter, the enemy reformed with a squadron of armor for a second attack, and this time they selected the sector held by Second Lieutenant Arun Khetri and two other tanks as the points for their main effort. A fierce tank battle ensued, in which 10 enemy tanks were hit and destroyed. Second Lieutenant Khetri was severely wounded in this battle. He was asked to abandon his tank, but he realized that the enemy, though badly decimated, was continuing to advance in his sector of responsibility, and if he abandoned his tank, the enemy would break through. Therefore, he gallantly fought on and destroyed another enemy tank. At this stage, his tank received a second hit, which resulted in the death of his gallant officer. Second Lieutenant Arun Khetri was martyred in this battle, but he had, by his intrepid valor, saved the day. The enemy was denied the breakthrough that they were so desperately seeking. Not one enemy tank got through. Second Lieutenant Arun Khetri had shown the best qualities of leadership, tenacity of purpose, and the will to close in with the enemy. This was an act of courage and self-sacrifice far beyond the call of duty. Today, in our 75th year of independence, we remember our martyr, Second Lieutenant Arun Khetri, who was awarded the Param Chakra in 1971. Today, we take a pledge to serve our country so that the independence and the freedom all of us enjoy is not compromised ever. Our flag does not fly because the wind blows it. It flies with the last breath of every soldier who died defending it. Today, let us pledge to do our duty and more for this great nation. Be the change you want to see in the world. Never give in. Jai Hind. Thank you, and God bless each one of us.